What's up? It's Scooby here with another Exprexo video. This video is about how um, you don't have to decide anything. So you feel me? You feel me on that? You feel me on that? Where are you at? So where are you at with that? So if I'm working on with you one-on-one, the number one thing I'm going to keep reminding you of is to look at the truth that we're all feeling or thinking, and you're living in the feeling of your thinking. Your experience right now is in your thinking. Your thinking is going to change, and you're going to get new thoughts in at some point and new feelings about your situation. And the less you're trying to hold on to a feeling or a thought about something, the faster your thinking is going to change. And when your thinking changes, your feeling changes too. You don't have to feel confident about your life or a future situation. You don't have to believe anything. All that has to happen for change is for you to stop holding on to your thinking. So really, here's kind of an example right now. Let's say, for example, if you're trying to quit smoking cigarettes, okay? So right now, here's how I would work with you. Right now, maybe you have a habit of smoking cigarettes, so you're looking this way. And what I mean by looking this way is that you are smoking cigarettes, and maybe you think thoughts like, man, I've been trying to quit for 15 years, and I've tried everything, and I'm really depressed about it. I don't know how I'm going to quit smoking cigarettes. Everybody says I'm just trying to be responsible, or I'm trying to decide, but I can't do it. Or whatever thoughts that you have about that. And what I if I'm working with you on that, I'm the dream coach, so I'm like, hey, slowly getting you to wake up to the fact that you are dreaming, you're living and you're thinking. And what I'll be is like, okay, bro, you're looking right here. This is your thinking right here, and this is what's happening. I want you to suspend that for a second, and you don't have to worry about how to do that. But pretend like you're looking at. We're in a park, okay? We're in like a neighborhood park or something like that, and you're looking at a picnic table over there, and I'm like, no, look at the basketball hoop over there. Just switch your view from the picnic table over there to the basketball hoop over here. Now, that's nothing you have to think about. Don't try and solve any of that shit. All I'm saying is there's a new thought for you to think, which is that all of your feelings are your thoughts. Your feelings are your thoughts. Your feelings that you're feeling, you maybe go up and down, feeling good and then bad, hopeful and then sad. I don't know. But at some point you're going to realize that your feelings are changing, your thinking is changing, like the seasons. You're going to get new thinking in your life, and when you realize that what you feel is your thinking, okay, then you realize that there's nothing you can really do to improve your happiness. There's nothing you can do except for realize that your experience comes from your thinking. You can't control your thinking. So the second you get even a small realization of that, you're going to experience relaxation. Okay? It's going to go from any feelings of stress or strain to relaxation, because you are going to have at least a part of a vision that you're experiencing your thinking. Your thinking is going to change. New feelings are going to come in. You can't hold on to any of that old stuff. And you don't have to fear the future, because your future is all in your thinking as well. There's nothing that can come at you from the outside that can take away who you are, your happiness, your well-being. All that can happen is something happens on the outside, and because of the language and vocabulary that we use, you may think that you should be scared. Okay. And so you have thoughts that are scary, and you feel scared. But all that's happening is your thinking. And your thinking gets clearer and cleaner when you realize that all that's happening is your thinking, because then you're not contaminating it. You're not resisting it and making tension happen and strain. When you're not resisting your thinking, there's not going to be strain or tension there. So your experience, as you go from resisting your thinking to accepting that you're feeling your thinking and seeing that's where your experience is coming from. Your experience is going to start to go from this up, down, rigid, up, down, to more like graceful, smooth, up and down, a graceful, smoother experience of life that is much richer, because you don't have the tension and strain in there, okay? Because you're not resisting anything, because you realize that all resisting anything does is bring tension and pain and suffering into your experience. All right. So, there's a reason why. What we don't have to fear nature. Look at the waves of the ocean. The waves of the ocean are this graceful movement. I talk about there's no actual universal laws. There's no real cause and effect in the universe. It's not what goes up must come down, because that would be like this. If the universe was really what goes up must come down, that's a straining, forced behavior, and the waves of the ocean would look like this, because they're forced to, because they're like, oh, we're up, now we have to go down. That's what we do in our thinking, because we think in cause and effect. We think, oh, we're up, we have to go down, and all that shit. But it's what goes up wants to come down, for a contrast of experience. You have no awareness without going back and forth, without the contrast of being here and then there, without it being light and dark. So what goes up wants to come down. Okay, so that's why we don't see the ocean waves in a rigid experience. We see them like that, smooth, fucking graceful shit. Okay. Because what goes up wants to come down, so that it knows that it was up, and now it knows that it's down, and it has that smooth awareness and contrast. That's how we focus and have awareness in our experience, is through contrast. And that's what our thinking is doing. We're going to get a rich contrast of experience when we're not resisting the new thinking and new change that's coming in.